Today's topic of discussion is the booth rent versus commission and hourly pay, right? And the first conversation about this is I'm gonna get into the benefits of booth rent. It's been a skeptical thing over the years, when it comes to barbers being in school and choosing where they want to work. A big part of their decision is all comes down to how do they get paid, how much money they would make, which is a legit concern, right? That's a legit concern.
Right.
So
you want to know what you're making.
For sure. You know what I'm saying? You want to know the potential of what you're making. And I think that's reasonable. I know that was one thing that I thought about when I first started.
That's one of the first questions I asked. How does it work?
How does it work?
How does school? Yeah. What's going on?
For real. Y'all paying me by the hour or the commission? So I came across booth rent years and years ago at the first shop that I actually worked at. And I thought that it was productive. Booth rent was, at the time, it was like $125 a week. You know what I'm saying? And so for me, man, it was like a good. That was a good thing for me at the time. You know what I'm saying? I just came out of barber school.
How much were haircuts back then?
It was $15.
Okay.
Yep.
So obviously.
I was about to say regionally, to touch on that regionally.
Yeah.
Because in some places obviously wasn't charging it.
And this was back in 2003 or 4.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So that was almost 20 years ago. But what I liked about it was the fact that everything kind of depended on me.
Yeah.
And I can kind of control my own destiny. I can give myself a raise whenever I wanted to.
Yeah.
Right.
And I can come in and work on a Saturday and just clear that in like a few hours.
Yeah, pay the whole rent that day.
Yeah, I could pay the whole rent in one day and whatnot. And so I thought that it was something that I really wanted to kind of build my future off of. And when I did open a shop, I felt like that was the most fair way to go about it, because I seen the benefits of it. You know what I'm saying? Now, real quick, when I started my shop, right? I started at $175, which was expensive at the time. Can you believe that?
All right.
2005. And it was actually expensive at that time.
Yeah, it was.
You know what I'm saying? Now it's 2022. But
I think one of the biggest benefits about, booth rent is that usually there's no limitations on how many hours you can actually put in.
Yep.
If you don't have any children, which for a long time I didn't have any kids, you know what I mean?
Right.
All day you could be.
I was there for 11 years, 12 years. I was literally at the shop Sunday to Sunday for a while. I remember that for at least my first 2 years.
Yeah.
Solid.
Yeah.
And 9 times out of 10, if you got a shop owner, he's not gonna tell you, hey,
you can't be in there.
Hey, man, you know what I'm saying?
You gonna want his booth rent at the end of the week,
so it's like, so that was one of the biggest benefits that I thought was like, you can easily overlook this if you're in another situation. You know what I mean? You'll never think about that. You know what I mean?
Very flexible.
So,
Yeah. And I think honestly, you make the most out of all of it once you kind of get your feet, in the game and establish yourself. You got clientele. I think you make the most off of booth rent out of the three. To be honest, it gives the barber opportunity to really make some money.
Yeah.
I like that. It motivates me. It makes me want to come into work and because sometimes when I'm even on vacation, I'm like, I'm not making any money. Mm-hmm. I can't wait to get back.
Yeah, I look at vacation differently, like everybody else.
Thanks.
Somebody that's paid vacation, I'm not getting paid.
Exactly.
I'm spending money right now. This is double loss.
I always look at it like that.
The only our paid vacation is not having to pay booth rent.
Yeah.
And that depends on the barbershop if they offer that.
Right.
You know?
So is that like some of the downsides?